Hi friends, hope you're doing well. I'm Dr. Milind. After Supreme Court's verdict about introduction of the roster system in NICT counseling, a lot of students have these questions in their mind that how will it affect my NICT rank and how it is going to be. So here I'm going to try to simplify the roster system to you. Definitely, it is a very complicated system. JIPMER had already introduced it in the past, so there are a lot of confusions. But I'll try my best to explain you that how it works. There might be some deficiencies, there might be some contradictory opinion, but as I said, that my idea is just to make you understand that how it works and what can be the possibilities. So let's try to understand how this reservation works. So I had this very interesting, I came across this very interesting fact. I'll just tell you in 1 minute that there are two main kind of reservations. One is vertical and one is horizontal way. Suppose there are 100 seats. What happens in a vertical? So rank like 1 to 100 are there. So UR has a 50 seats. So top 50 candidates, no matter how many OBCs are there, how many SCs are there, or how many EWs are there, they can take seats from your category. So they can take seat from anywhere. They want to take from OBC category, want to take from your category. But what happens in a horizontal counseling, that these 100 seats, there is no reservation for a particular branch. So there are just 100 seats, out of which 50 will be given to the UR, 20 will be given to the OBC, SC will be 20 of SC will be given to the SC candidate. For example, suppose there is a candidate rank 10 who is OBC. So he will be given a seat and the seats from the OBC 20 will be minus. So that is basically a horizontal counseling. And roster kind of counseling actually belongs to the horizontal way of counseling. So that is just an overview of it. So let's try to understand it more. So whenever we have a rank list, so in a horizontal type of counseling or a roster kind of counseling, they will prepare a list. So you are OBC, institute, and SC. So for everyone they will create a separate list, and this separate list will be merged as a roster pointer table, and that will be released by the institute, and according to that the seats will be allotted. So how does it work and how will it get affected? I will tell you in the subsequent slide. So one question arises that is it unfair compared to the routine counseling? So when I appeared for my JIPMER exam, I also had this question that will it be unfair to me? Like this seems a very complicated thing. But then I just had this thought that if it was very unfair to students, why they would implement it? I mean, I can understand, medical board have not been very kind to students recently, but still I felt maybe they have put in some thought process. It might not be that bad. So let's try to understand that how it works. So whenever we have a rank, let's say we have rank 1 to 14, so we don't know what category they belong to. Suppose rank 3 is OBC, rank 4 happen to be from the institute, rank 6 is also OBC, rank 7 is from the institute. So this is the category. Now when we prepare a roster, we assign them as per their category, we will assign them the numbers. Now see, counseling is a very tricky process. It depends on how many candidates from the reserve category are there in the top merit list. So everything is going to affect it, and even what branch they want. So that everything plays a role. So it's not very simple, and there is no clear cut formula or mathematical equation that can explain that you will get a seat or not, because you cannot predict the mind of the person who is above you, that what seat he wants. Now, how does a roster system works? So suppose there are 100 seats. Let's say INI offers you total 100 seats. So out of 100 seats, INI has to offer 50 seats to UR, 20 seats to OBC, 10 seats to SC, 10 institute, 5 for handicap students, and 5 for AWS. Suppose this is the this is the reservation. Now, earlier what used to happen, medicine have 6 seats, so 3 seats for OBC, I mean 3 seats for unreserved category, 2 seats for OBC, 1 for SC. So this kind of reservation used to happen. But now there is no clear cut, like medicine all 6 seats are there. So reservation is not for medicine seat, it can be for any seat. Suppose you are wants medicine, so he takes a medicine seat. UR2 wants medicine, he takes medicine. UR3 wants medicine, he takes medicine. OBC1 wants medicine, he takes medicine. So what happens? So these 4 students took medicine, but it will not like, so out of 6, 4 seats of medicine are gone. Now suppose institute 1 wants radio, he takes radio. Now suppose UR4 wants medicine, he will still get it, because there are still 2 seats of medicine are left, and they don't belong to any category, because that category is not assigned for medicine per se. So this is actually the overall review and how this is going to work. So let's try to understand it with one more example. Suppose, see, there are two scenarios. The number of category students in the top rank can vary. So I have I'm going to give you two examples. So in first example, suppose rank 1 to 7 are belong to the unreserved category. So they will be assigned rank 1 to 7 for uh, like for a roster system. Suppose rank 8 is OBC, so he becomes OBC 1. Rank 12 who is SC, he becomes sorry, I had written it wrong. He becomes SC 1. Rank 13 who is from the institute and the first candidate from the institute, so he becomes institute 1. So this is a roster system, so these are rank assigned to the roster system. Then there will be created a roster position, so that is a roster pointer. So then you will get like UR1 to 3, then OBC1 will be called, institute 1 will be called, then SC1 will be called. So this is just an example. We cannot say about it until and unless AIMS releases their roster pointer. So this is just the example that this is how it is created, and this is inspired from the Jipmer roster which they have released. So this will be these students will be called for the counseling in such a way, and they will be allotted a seat as per this roster. So now let's try to allot the seat as per the conventional method. Suppose there are 7 medicine seats. Let's try the conventional way of counseling. So you call rank 1, he takes medicine seat. You call rank 2, he takes medicine seat. You call rank 3, he takes medicine seat. Now general 3 seats of medicine are gone. Now when you call UR4, so this is a general counseling. I'm talking about a general kind of counseling. So you call UR4. If he wants medicine now, he will not get it because 4 seats of medicine have all 3 seats of medicine already taken. Now only OBC and SC seats are left. So he will have to take something else. Like he can take radio surgery if he wants. And further like next happen. Now suppose UR5 wants medicine, he will not get, but he will have to take something else. But OBC who is at rank 8, he can get medicine because OBC seats are still left. Now what happens in a roster system? See, now in roster system, the UR1 takes medicine, UR2 takes medicine, UR3 takes medicine. Now OBC1 also takes medicine, but these 4 out of 7 are gone, and it does not mean that OBC has taken a seat of OBC or general. He just had taken a 1 seat out of 7 seats. So now institute candidate comes, he will also take a medicine. So SC, suppose I'm giving you example, SC candidate comes, he takes medicine. So suppose if all top 6 students take medicine, so still UR4 who was not getting a medicine seat in a conventional counseling, he will not still get a medicine seat in a roster based counseling also. So it kind of remains the same, but there is one exception. See, it is not like everybody is going to take the same seat. It depends on luck. It depends on what the person who are above you wants to take. For example, there is just one SC1 above this UR. Suppose this SC1 changes his mind and instead of taking medicine, he takes radio because that is also he can take. So out of medicine, out of 7, 6 seats have now been taken. So one seat is still left. So here in the conventional counseling, he could not get that seat because this belongs to the OBC category. But here in roster system, this seat does not belong to any category. So you are 4 stand a chance to get medicine here in roster system. So it definitely depends upon how the person above you is going to behave, what kind of branch he is going to take. But definitely this is an indirect way of what they are going to what they are doing here is this is an indirect way of reserving a UR seats, because earlier what is to happen that this person from any reservation, any category can take seats from anywhere. But why? But is it unfair to other categories? I feel no, because institutional quota that is going to be introduced, it is definitely going to affect the UR category the most. So it is kind of equate both the things, and definitely it gives more chance to merit. That's what I feel. So this is one example, but what happens in another example? Suppose if you have in the previous example I showed that all 7 rank where you are, but what if OBC is in a rank 3, if institute is at rank 4, and if you have more candidates? So if you have more candidates from the reserve category in the upper section, in the top ranks, then the students who are in the UR category, they will have a good chance of getting a good seat. So it is going to affect by the number of students that are going to be there in the rank list. So what I hope this all gives you some idea that how this counseling is going to work. So there are some pointers and a summary of the video. So there is a indirect fixed quota for UR as well, and but OBC and SC and other seats will not get affected, so you don't have to worry about that. Institutional quota is there, but what I feel that it is going to be beneficial for institute candidates, but in top ranks there are definitely going to be a lot of institute candidates. So it's not like that institute candidates do not study and they will be like very bad rank and they'll suddenly come up. they're already in the top ranks, so it is not going to affect your, if you are not from the institute, it is not going to affect your rank much, because institute students are anyways will be there in the higher ranks. Distribution of the student is going to matter according to their category, according to their choices. So as I say, that counseling is a very tricky process. You cannot read someone's mind, that what a person above you wants. So it's not like there is no, I don't feel there is a I mean any point in thinking too much and about going after what is roster and how does it work. It is not going to affect you much, and it is a tricky process. How many candidates from the reserve category are above you, how many candidates from the institute are above you, what are their choices, everything is going to be play a role, as it has played in all the counseling. So it's a tricky process, and you should not think much about it. And lastly, the point that the reason why we are making this video, will it affect your chances drastically? I will say no, it will not cause a significant change in your position. A lot of students who are placed like a mid rankers between 200 to 500, they are thinking that they will become rank 600, 800. See, this is one way of visualizing it, but anyways, when the branches are reserved, anyways you are still will not be getting those kind of branches when they are reserved. So it's the same thing, roster system or the conventional counseling, both are the same thing. It will not affect your chances drastically, and it is not going to affect you in a bad way. It is definitely a plus point for the institute candidate. So if you still have any doubts, any confusion, or any point in the video that you want me to highlight, or you want to draw my attention to, mention in the comment box. And I wish you all the best, and I hope you all get the branch you desire. Take care, and bye bye.